today we are going to be working on subtracting two-digit whole numbers. While we are working on subtracting those two things, we're going to talk about how to solve that problem using a linear model and a set model. We're also going to be talking about a few misconceptions on borrowing and stuff like that. So first we're going to start off on reading our word problem. So our word problem states that at the beginning of the week, there were a total of 56 apples on a tree. But as the week goes on, eventually 28 apples fall off. How many apples are left on the tree? So looking at our word problem, we need to find our two numbers. We have 56, and we'll box those, 56 and 28. Now we need to look at our numbers and compare. We need to figure out which number is bigger so that we know what number goes on top of our subtraction problem. So we can see that 56 is bigger than 28. So since 56 is bigger, we're going to start off by putting 56 on top minus 28. Okay, so looking at our first number, we're going to start off by using base 10 blocks, which is a set model. Looking at our first number, we have 56, so the 5 is in the tens column and the 6 is in the ones column. So we're going to go over here and get our rods, and we have 5, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rods, because we have a 5 in the tens column, and then we have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this right here is our set model, and this represents 56. We have 5 tens and 5 ones. Now our second number is 28. So we're going to have 2 tens, 1, 2, and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now that we have our set model ready, now we're going to look at our subtraction problem. First, we're always going to start off in the ones column, which is 6 minus 8. Now we can't take 8 away from 6 because that's not enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to come over here to our tens column. And this is where a misconception happens. Usually students look at this as borrowing, but the term borrowing usually means that we give back, right? Well, we're not going to give this 10 back because we need it for our ones place. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to take 1 away from the tens place. So that leaves us with 4 rods left. Now, we must remember that 1 rod equals 10 ones. So by taking this, we're going to turn this into 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we have our 10 ones that we got from our rod. So now we have, let's count all together how many we have ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we now have 16 ones. So now looking at our ones column, we now have 16 minus 8. Well, we can do that because 16 is bigger. So let's take 8 away from 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. So 16 minus 8 equals 8. Okay, we've got our ones column taken care of. Now let's go over to our tens column. So we have 4 rods take away 2, which is 2. So 56 minus 28 equals 28. So we just figured out our subtraction problem using the set model of our base 10 blocks. Now let's go over to our number line. This is called a linear model, and we're going to look at our number line right here, and we can see that our number line is going by 2's. Since our number line is going by 2's, that means when we are counting on our number line, we are going to have to skip count. Skip counting is important because it's a more efficient way maybe to find your answer to your subtraction problem. So we're going to write our subtraction problem again. It's 56 minus 28. So looking at our number line, we need to find 56, because that's our bigger number, which is right here. So we're going to put a dot right on the 56 line. Starting at 56, we have to now go to the left. Now we have to remember the reason why we're counting to the left is because we're subtracting. So going to the left, our numbers are going to get smaller, right? If we were adding, then we would go to the right because our numbers are getting bigger. So, and we want to decompose, decompose means getting smaller. So starting at 56, we're going to skip count by 2s because that's what our number line is going by. And we're going to count by 2s until we get to 28 because that's the number we are subtracting, 28. So using our number line, let's start on 56. We're going to go to the left. 1, 2, or sorry, we're skip counting. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay, so we've reached our 28 and we have landed on the number 28. So we're going to box that. So now we can see that 56 minus 28 equals 28. So today we talked about subtracting two two-digit whole numbers and how to regroup those numbers instead of using the term borrowing because we're not giving it back. And we've also talked about solving it using a set model, which is using base 10 blocks, and using a linear model, which is on the number line. And we also talked about a misconception of just because we're going left, it's not because I'm telling you to go left, we're doing it because we're decomposing our number and it's getting smaller, and the numbers get smaller as we go to the left on the number.